I'm a sellout. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Deep Drop for another episode. This is a fishing podcast that can go in all sorts of different directions. If you're new here, don't let that put you off. I guess what I'm saying is we can take it serious. We can have some fun with it. More often than not, it kind of just goes a bit all over the joint. My name's Luke McCredden. Adam Ring is my best friend and co-host, and he's going to make way more sense of what I'm trying to talk about, which is what is the Deep Drop, Adam?
Well, you've put me on the spot, Luke, because I don't think it's possible to make sense of anything that we talk about on the Deep Drop. But essentially what we try and do is we arm you with way too much information in the hope that you can answer the questions that we throw out there. So we've spent a lot of time together in the past, Luke. We've fished together, we've worked together, we've done all this type of stuff, and we end up sitting down at the end of a successful or not so successful fishing trip, and we ask all the questions about what would have been over a couple of beers and a little bit of a campfire. And we thought, A, we don't know any of the answers. We always end up pissing ourselves laughing when we talk about it. So why not throw it out there to the world and see if they can help us answer the questions based off what we've learnt over our near 20 years experience in the industry.
And it's exactly what we've done. And the beauty is we actually have people that have helped out and got involved and given us some of their answers and their feedback, which is fantastic. It's, to be honest, I think you'll agree, it's one of the reasons we do it. We love talking about fishing. We could do it all day long, but the fact that we get you guys involved, sending us messages and jumping on the posts, it's so cool. We really, really appreciate it. So thank you very much. Hopefully that explains a bit about what the show's about. If you've just stumbled across the Deep Drop, welcome. Bloody great to have you here. If you've been with us for a fair chunk of our journey, thanks so much. Welcome back. What brings you back? No, just checking. But it's great. We love it. So keep getting involved. Instagram's the best place. We post a lot of the silly things we talk about on there, and you can obviously have your say, and there's absolutely no such thing as a dumb comment or a dumb question. Leave that to us.
That's what we do.
Hey, actually, just on that, one thing we haven't done in a couple of weeks, Ads, is just gone back through some of the social posts that we've thrown up there. And because, like I said, we get awesome feedback, and we don't get time enough to go through them and have a look. So can I just go through a couple? I'll just spend a couple of minutes having a quick squiz at some of the posts we've put up. Remember a couple of weeks back we said unusual cool shit? What have you seen?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I can't even remember why we're talking about that. I think it was...
because we're talking about like spotting like the black cats or...
Yeah, that's it.
Sasquatch or some stupid shit.
Yeah, well, we got Michael Wev, 27, was saying he was out near Rocklands and spotted a large black cat on the other side of the road. And I'm going, all right, you've piqued my interest straight away. He said, we froze solid as to not draw attention to us. After a few minutes, realised the farmer had created a steel cutout of a big black cat, possibly to scare away foxes or poachers.
Still counts.
So it still counts because you saw it. So there was plenty of that. I did like the some of the shark, even the shark ones. Now I know it's not necessarily unusual to see a shark, but sometimes it kind of gets you off guard. Sean Foley, 75, said, had a mako that my friend estimates well over 350 kilos. Attempt to eat my sea anchor. It got its head stuck inside and all hell broke loose. Can you imagine?
That'd be flat out scary for a minute.
Oh, mate. Great white, ebb tide tackle. Great white nailed a seal. Fully airborne and T-bone that furry sea dog, says ebb tide.
Stop it.
That's nuts. Straight over to survey the carnage. No blood, no guts, just a small oily patch on the surface. Full Attenborough spec. That's nuts.
That's once in a lifetime stuff. That's cool as hell.
I feel like that's as brutal as it might sound to anyone listening. That's kind of this. That is a very memorable experience.
That's one of the wonders, I reckon, of nature, that if you could see it in person would be game-changing. You would be just in awe going, what the hell just happened here?
I have a friend who saw and I believe him. A killer whale pluck a seal off the north end of Montague Island, off Narooma. Which now I've seen killer whales around the island. So I because that was my first thought. I thought, oh, killer whale. I'm like, no, I have. I've seen pods of killer whales around there. There's also false killer whales around there too, which are just as lethal. But not only to see it would be cool, but also just to take out a seal is not bad either.
Oh,
you know?
just like, yes.
Yeah, keep going. Don't stop there.
Just one?
Oh, yeah. Share it around, get another one. So awesome stuff there. Unusual, cool shit. What have you seen? We asked the question, and this one was a bit surprising. I don't know how you felt about this, Ads, but on a recent trip I did to Sydney, there was some mulloway involved, some flathead involved, and we sort of got into it a little bit about what we as Victorians would prefer, based on the fact that we caught a roughly 60 centimetre Dewey, and the locals I was with were kind of like, I was hoping it was a bigger flathead. Like, wow, okay, I'll take the Dewey. But so we asked, and we put a size range on it. We said 80 centimetre mulloway or a 90 centimetre dusky flathead. We went back and forth with some of our responses, but I think we kind of landed on Deweys. I think that's both of us were sort of sitting there. Mate, whitewash, flathead.
I'm calling recency bias.
Maybe.
Flathead are in a patch where they're all big and there's heaps of them, and it's one of the coolest things that's happened in a long time to recreational fishing. You watch a few mulloway turn up consistently in a few of these systems. You watch everyone forget about a flathead real quick.
Yeah, I agree.
But I get it, because those big flatties are freaking awesome.
Yeah, there were a couple of, definitely some votes for mulloway, but interesting one. That was interesting. I didn't think it would be that way.
I didn't expect flathead to win by that much, and I have carried on that conversation throughout my travels, Luke, and even to the people within the tackle shops and few other places, bits and pieces I've spoken to. Most of them, 95%, are still saying flathead too. So they're just...
Okay.
Flatties are just eating a bit at the moment.
Oh, and I'm not knocking that. I mean, who wouldn't
awesome.
love a 90 centimetre dusky, like Christ? But very interesting result. Now, one of the other things we got, and I shared it across our Instagram just recently, because we asked the question about medals for tuna, like down in particular Victoria and South Australia. Like, is anyone kind of doing it? We got a message from Jaden saying, listening to your latest podcast, got my first bluefin yesterday on a slug. And I'm just like,
yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Sent us photos and everything. Pics to prove it. Absolutely. 22 kilo fish. They weren't taking lure, skirts, poppers, etc. Started throwing slugs. First one got spooled. Second one spat the slug at the boat after 15 minutes. Third one stuck after I put a Helco treble on the back. Fuck yes.
Nice.
I love that.
So multiple fish on the slugs too. So... hey, this is what we do. Get a few medals in the tackle box just in case if they're tuned into small bait. And it has to work, and it's been proven.
Mate, I was so pumped to see that. So awesome work. Love it very much. Now, another message came through. Now, this was just the other day, unrelated to any sort of super recent episodes, but a bit of a throwback. Remember God, I don't know what episode number it was, but we were talking about swim baits for cod. And how there isn't a platypus swim bait on the market already. Like, how? Like, come on. Anyway, I'm not going to get worked up about it.
Please tell me someone.
No, but it's close. So, Spud, and thank you for finding this and sending it through. It's not a swim bait. It is a Western, don't know the model, sort of, it's a hard body, bib on the front, but it's called platypus. So, it's platypus colour. Now... I'm not saying it's the reason I want to bring it to, and by the way, Spud, thank you. And we went back and forth, and it could be more lifelike. And I suggested the fur finished, the bill, the webbed feet, which Spud said 100%. So I'm not happy that that's all that's on the market. There still needs to be someone out there that can smash out a swim bait for us, platypus style.
I love it that there's a step in the right direction, though. So that's good. That's important. We're nearly there. So we'll wait.
I love that potentially 10 weeks on, Spud is still out there looking. And I
looking for a platypus lure.
love
It's
it.
the-
That's
it's the
dedication.
greatest.
And that is
It's
the
the
dedication that the deep drop encourages.
Yeah,
Fucking
that's
get out
right.
there. Get out
Well,
there.
it's funny, the lure thing. I had an old friend who I used to work with, Riley. Shout out to you, Riley. He sent me a photo during the week based around the squid jigs. How we were talking about what the hell is going on with squid jigs and when's the last time you saw a squid eat a prawn. Now, Riley sent me a photo and it actually came in a pack. 5 lures, I think it was.
Mm.
They were all bibbed minnows, but with the squid prong on the back and no trebles.
Okay.
So that they were a squid jig designed, from what I can gather by the photo,
Yeah.
basically like a barrel lure,
Yep.
but it was a full bait fish profile, bib on the front, so shallow water jig with the barbs, with the prongs on the back. So, and we've seen those around, not in any great form or fashion, but at least there is someone out there thinking that squid don't eat prawns. I want to see that idea evolve a little bit more and see what comes up. There has to be something. There has to be.
Yeah. No, I agree. Couldn't agree more. Hey, and just quickly back on the Dewey and Flathead thing. Nikki Bryant added, I suppose, to the comments saying Flathead for sure, but then followed it up with a message a few days later, I believe, doing a Flathead comp, and guess what I catch? It was a really, really nice Dewey. So,
yeah, and I saw the video of it on socials that that Nikki posted, which is awesome. But what's even more fascinating, Nikki just caught a Dewey and is still claiming that Flathead.
Well, I don't know. Was the Dewey caught prior to the Flathead comment? I'm not sure. If you're out there, Nikki, flick us a message. Because
just clarify.
What I'm getting
important.
at is, has your decision changed? It's okay.
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
Okay if it has.
That's okay.
Because Jesus, it's a nice Dewey too.
That's a good fish. Yeah, it's a good fish.
Because to your point, I reckon that would swing my whole mentality about it.
I would very quickly forget about a flathead if I had after some Dewey on. But then again, having said that, if I had a big flathead, I'd be going, yeah, fuck Deweys. Like, how good are flatties?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think I'd be very much. I'm easily influenced, lads. I'm not going to lie.
That's right.
I'm a sellout. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, didn't get much fishing done this weekend. Not going to lie, the weather was shit.
Yeah.
What I did find out later was there were pockets of weather that would have been suitable, and it frustrated me straight away. But then I thought, you know what? We haven't actually raised this on the podcast before. What weather app are we using? I want to know.
Yeah.
And I'm asking you, but I'm also I want to know. I'm asking everyone listening, and I know it's subjective. I know there's no right or wrong. I just feel like lately, and we've spoken about it since weather apps were a thing, or even before they were apps, that it is so hard. Like, it's just, there's a lot of there's pockets of inconsistencies. I feel like over the Christmas period,
pockets. Every now and then something happens and they're right. And it's not a pocket of inconsistency. It's a pocket of success.
What do you use? Because you sound very, very unhappy with whatever app it is that you're using.
I've been down the different various paths of different apps, and I think people get really in depth of being able to pick the individual locations and to the hour and what the forecast is looking. And I have done that in the past. And you know where I've landed? As old school as it gets.
You go back to Bomb, don't you?
As old school as it gets. Not quite that old school. Oh. Yeah, I call Bomb and get the night before. No.
You get a printout.
I seriously just go into Seabreeze.
Yeah.
And all I'm looking for is those green arrows, baby.
Yeah.
Because
brown
at the end of
poo.
the day, brown as poo. I don't have any faith at all in trying to nail down to the hour window that I've got to fish.
Yeah.
I just scan Seabreeze and I see, Saturday is mostly in the green, tiny bit yellow. I can fish that day.
Yeah.
I don't.
Fair
I've
enough.
I've resisted, and I don't go in any more in depth than that anymore. The only time I do
Mate.
is if I'm checking tides that have
Yeah.
the weather, that have the wind on
Yeah.
the same page.
Maybe there's something in that, keeping it simple and not sort of reading too much into it. I don't know. I use Willy Weather.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I use to check all my tides and bits
Yep.
and pieces.
I don't mind it. This might be controversial. I found it pretty good.
So, how in depth do you go with the weather that you're looking for? Are you trying to find on an average day a pocket of 2 hours you can get out? And do you give a rat's ass at what direction the wind's coming from?
Yeah, definitely. For me, it's particularly if I'm going to be doing anything in the kayak, it's all about which direction the wind's coming from. So live down
Interesting.
and I reckon there would be argument for a lot of people down where I live, which is about wind direction. Because if it's anything from the north, we know offshore is going to be sweet. You know what I mean? Like for boaties like that are heading out on these tuna, anything from the north is going to be nice. And these tuna are in so close. Like you're so protected with a bit of northerly. And when I say anything from the north, I'm not talking 80 knot winds, but you know,
hurricane winds.
Yeah, exactly. But for me, like there's a few parts of the bay that I'll drop a kayak in where anything with a bit of southerly is glass. So I almost look at the direction before I look at the velocity.
Well, this probably gives you an insight into how much fishing I do in the bay these days. I couldn't give a shit what direction it's coming from. I don't even look at it.
Okay.
Maybe I should.
Well, maybe. I mean, but it's
if I was spending more time in the bay, then 100% yes, you would have to look at direction because especially being in a kayak, if you get
that's my point. You can get away with not even looking and just sticking your finger in the air and going, it's not blowing my hat off. I should be okay if you're in a boat. Yeah. I'm not suggesting that's a safe or good way to do it, but what I mean is when conditions are way more a part of what you're doing, kayak is more susceptible to chop and swell and whatever. You want to make sure you're across it. So, and I know your majority of what you do is probably more in rivers and in those estuary systems and stuff. So it still plays a part, but it's not as crucial.
It's not crucial, yeah.
In some of those, like I said, some of the areas like in the bay, if I've got a southerly, it can be 15 knots and it doesn't even affect me. But the minute there's a bit of northeast in it, I sort of don't tend to go out, even if it's low winds, it's fine. But like I said, I reckon a lot of tuna fishermen down here are looking at that wind direction. If it's saying it's coming from the north,
the offshore. Yeah, the offshore dudes would be checking everything. But one of my all-time favourite occurrences that you see on any of these graphs, in any 5-day period, you might get 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 15 to 30, 5 knots, then straight back up to 30. And you're looking at it going,
that's not right.
Are they just testing to see if anyone's actually looking at this fucking thing? Because there is not a chance that in the middle of a hurricane, there's a 5-knot day. It's not going to happen.
It's true because within the next 12 to 18 hours, that 5-knot dip's going to go whoop back up to 20.
Yep, straight up to 30. Just kidding. It'll happen the day before. Or if you look at sea breeze, and because of the coloured arrows, the way it does it, even just on the day, like per arrow, it's a different colour. Like even that to me, when you see on sea breeze, you see green, green, yellow, green, red, yellow, green. You go, fucking hell. They don't even know. They're essentially telling you, like, we don't fucking know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
I think there is an opportunity for one of these apps that no one's taken up yet. But let's use Seabreeze as the base foundation. There's the colours and all that. We get it. I would love nothing more than to see it be like when it's low, 5 knots and under, just be like, it's just a message, just words saying, sweet, go for it, go hard.
Yeah.
The weather up to
the weather
5
app
to
for
10.
fishermen.
Yeah, for fishermen. 5 to 10, sweet, still fine, you're good.
Yeah.
10 to 15, and just goes, oh, depends what
Wind
you're
against tide could be an issue.
Yeah. Depends what you're in.
Yeah.
Should be okay. Check the swell.
Yeah.
15 to 20 is like, oof, do you really, where
Is
are
it
you
worth
headed?
it?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
do you, yeah.
Have you already got a sore back?
Yeah, it's not, and it's not going to be pleasant. It might just say, it's going to be uncomfortable. If you're in a decent ride, you should be fine. It's not going to be pleasant.
Yeah.
20 to 25, it's like, don't.
Yeah,
I don't think you should.
No.
I just don't. Like, it's not worth it. 25 to 30, it just says, fuck that.
It just says, do you want to die?
Yeah.
Question mark.
Yeah. just says, go to the pub.
Yeah. It's
Not
a
interested.
pub day.
No.
Yeah.
Just, no.
It just says, take the wife out, build up the brownie points.
Yeah. Get some points in. I just think, that's what a great opportunity for a weather app for fishermen. We relate
And you
to
should
that.
be able to, and you should be able to set it on the days that you want to get text notifications with that thing. It just says like light northerly. Fuck yeah. And that comes through on a Friday night.
Or you get a notification midweek and it just goes, should be here. And it's just glassed out. You're missing
it just says
out.
glass out, baby.
Yeah. And then, Friday afternoon, there's a big update. It's completely swung around. It's blowing its ring off. And the weather app just goes, sorry, dude.
Yeah, my bad.
That's on me.
My bad.
I don't know. I'd love that app.
I'd sign up.
The Deep Drop app is going to be epic.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have that as part of the weather channel.
Yeah, we'll have that.
There's the obviously the competition side of the Deep Drop app.
Yeah. The IGFA stuff, like the claiming records part.
Yeah.
A lot of tabs on this app.
I think the
comprehensive.
And I think it actually should be an audio thing for the wind chart. So it's literally you and I going, fuck that, mate. Don't go out. It's going to be horrendous.
Yeah. But if you turn your location services on, it sees on a 30-knot day that you're somewhere within the vicinity of a boat ramp, and you just get this voice message going, you're not going to fucking ramp, are you?
What are you doing? No. Turn around. Go to the pub.
Yeah,
and stay
it's
there.
not good. It's not good.
But then on the flip side of that, when it's like glass out, it's just you and I going, let's go, baby.
Yeah. it sees you cursor drive past a boat ramp. It goes, pussy.
What are you doing? Turn around, you loser. Yeah, I love this. This is great.
The weather app for fishermen, by fishermen.
Brought to you by the Deep Drop. I love it. Very good.
So good.
Speaking of that, actually, the other day, just cruised down my road, looking out over the, sort of, you can see between, I guess, Point Lonsdale and Bowen Heads, this whole stretch. And there's tuna everywhere at the moment. I was looking out, there's a few boats, nice and close, which is awesome, by the way. I was thinking about, because I sort of almost saw what looked to be a bit of a burley slick, and it just sparked something in my head, and I'm like, is anyone mako fishing anymore?
Yeah, I did see, not recently, but within the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I have seen some Insta stuff pop up with some locals out there catching a few sharks. So there is a few makos around, which typically this time of year there is.
But also, wouldn't there be with the amount of tuna that's out there?
Tuna.
They'd just be gorging themselves. I know Aaron Habgood. We had Aaron on the show recently. Got a nice mako the other day. I'm going to say maybe it was last week. But, I wonder how much of that is it just swum up, so we put a bait down and caught it, or are people putting in the, because you've done it. Like, it's an effort. Like, it's what you set out to do. You can't we'll go for a tuna fish and then we might see if we can bring up a mako. Like,
I'll pack 15 kilos of burley and we'll see what happens. You have to.
Just chuck it in.
Yeah.
You're probably almost better doing the opposite. Go shark fishing. If it completely dies, let's chuck some poppers around for tuna.
For tuna,
but,
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I wonder how many bluefin come up the burley trail.
That's not bad. It's like cubing.
Yeah, you just set adrift with a burley bag out each side.
They would have to, wouldn't they?
You'd think
Or
so.
would it be a bit much? Would it be a bit? They'd be
Nah.
smelling it, going, "That's me mate, Jono.
Yeah,
I went to school with him."
They swim past. You fart?
It'd be weird.
Yeah, that would be weird. A school of tuna coming up the tuna oil trail.
Yeah.
That would be
Oh.
weird.
But it would make sense that they'd be certainly in the area. Surely it would just attract them naturally, wouldn't it? Just any of the bits of shit that you're putting out there.
You'd think
Or maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Because I mean, when you're cubing, you're not putting oil. Well, I mean, the natural oils from pilchards, but you're not.
Yeah,
dropping,
but you're not you're not
Nah.
dumping,
What's in a burley
tuna oil.
log? Or shouldn't we ever ask
Just-
that?
I think just all the shit that kind of goes old or defrosted or
Yeah, okay. They just freeze it all.
or maybe
together.
frames, maybe
Yeah. Okay.
just chuck it all through the mincer.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm just curious as to whether, and again, this is a great one, just to maybe people out there listening that are either still into it, or know people that have been doing it. Love to know. It just seems
Or
like
is there a secret ingredient in the burleys out there?
Oh
that
no,
we
I'm
don't
not.
know of?
I'm not talking about the burley. I'm talking about mako fishing.
Oh, righto. I'm still stuck on burley.
Because remember, there was it the roughy oil that was a bit of a hard to get for a while? Was it
there's
orange
been a
roughy
few-
oil or something like that?
There's been a few oils that have come and gone, but it kind of all died with the mako fishery. It's nowhere
Yeah.
near what it was.
Curious to know, and maybe we could reach out to our fisheries friends about the state of mako shark. I don't think there's an issue. Otherwise, we probably would have heard about it. But I think if you put in the time, is it just something that's not like, are people losing patience? We spoke about gummy shark fishing recently on the show, and it just doesn't seem to be as many people setting out just to do that anymore. And
Yeah.
I think that was kind of some of the feedback we had was that, don't get me wrong, still people doing it, and why wouldn't you? Great way to fish, great fishery. But it kind of, it's kind of not as a big of a thing anymore, maybe. But Mako's...
But was shark fishing thing, was that more of a Victorian thing? I know in Sydney they used to do a bit of shark fishing, like a little bit of mako stuff here and there, but it was kind of like we've just had an epic day on everything else, or everything else has been shit. We'll just put a burley trail out for a shark. Whereas down here we frothed on it.
Yeah, I think the sort of the south coast, New South Wales, was a pretty popular fishery for a while too. I guess it's...
You'd think with the way everything's gone that it would be huge land based. Like I know it is off the beaches, like for the bronzies and bits and pieces.
Bronzies, yeah.
But you think, well,
Makos though?
you could get
land-based.
makos off the ledges, surely.
I guess. Yeah.
Well, remember Mark Heavney, who we used to work with. He got one off Kilcunda rocks years and years and years and years ago. I'm sure
mako?
it was off Kilcunda. Yeah,
Jesus.
land-based
Yeah, okay.
mako. But he was a land-based master for a while. It was just he had.
I guess if you got your trail right too, we know how much that plays a part. It's not just a bit of a
you
track.
definitely have to check your winds and tides doing that.
You would definitely have to listen to the Deep Drop weather app for that one.
Yes. Yeah.
Would that be a separate part? How's my mako drift going to go? Nah, it's going to be all over the place,
shit
mate.
house,
Don't worry
mate.
about it. Your burley will be going in 360s.
Yeah.
Is there
be
anything more when you? Because have you ever seen anyone more angry than someone who's set up a wicked mako burley trail and then sees a boat drive through it?
Oh, or you get out there and you think conditions it's dead flat, no swell, and you get out there and there's no current and there's no drift. So you've got
burley's
your
just
burley
pulling
out
up
and it's
around
just
you.
going straight down.
Oh, but that's a good point though. There is a lot of factors in that, isn't there?
Yeah.
Is that the art of that disappeared a little bit? I mean,
Someone
say
driving
art,
through a burley trail.
oh, that's frustrating.
Yeah,
But
it's a-
because setting out the right drift and the right trail and where to start and making sure it's and the burley, you've been there and done it. That if you're in charge of pumping that burley pot, you can't stop. You can't break that trail.
Yeah, but it's weird though because you've also got to be strategic on how hard you work in the bags too. Because if there's a bit of current, that sounded a bit wrong, didn't it?
What? Wait, what are we talking about?
Yeah, hey, Burley.
Because I was talking about shark fishing. I'm not sure where.
Yeah,
you took it.
well, yeah, but you can't work the bag too hard because it's all over too quick. You run out.
But it's oddly making sense as to what we're talking
Yeah,
about. So.
yeah. Well, because you can churn through 6 or 7 burley logs in half an hour if you're too hard on. If you're too hard, if you've got a good drift and you've got a bit of current, you got to take it easy on the bag. You don't want to. You don't want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to peak too early, Luke. This is the thing.
No, you don't. You don't, because then the ultimate goal will go missing. The trail will be broken, and you'll be on your own.
You're just wasting your time.
It's just you and the bags.
Just you and the bag
to clean up.
Yep.
Anyway, Anyway, but let us know if you're mako fishing, or if you're even still, if you've been out tuna fishing and had some makos cruising around, or a mako cruising around, or whatever. Let us know. It'd be cool to know. They're definitely around. Like, they're out there.
Oh, they're definitely around. There's been a few caught this season already. I just don't think there's the depth of boats doing it anymore. Everyone's zipping around looking for tuna, which they should be. I mean,
give us your top 3 looking sharks in order from best looking to not.
It's tough. I still think there's nothing more intimidating, and I've never seen one like in the wild, like face to face in person. Surely there's nothing more intimidating than a great white just eyeballing you.
Just cruising, just looking at you.
So I think just purely based on intimidation factor, I think one of the best looking sharks, a lit up mako, is something else.
Mate.
You don't realise the colour of those things until they are lit up and excited around the back of the boat. They're incredible.
Yeah.
The way they look.
They're number one for me. And I get what you're saying about a great white.
But that's probably more intimidation factor, like just a sheer
cool
amazement.
But a mako,
a lit up mako.
It's almost the best looking fish for me. My favourite looking in the ocean. And then I'd throw in a hammerhead.
Just for weird factor? I've never seen one in the flesh.
Yeah, you have. You've been with me. We've seen them at Narooma together. Big ones.
We did too.
Yep.
We did
suckers.
too.
Wicked kingfish. It was like the indicator that it was going to be a good fishing day. Yeah. They were there just gorging themselves on kingies.
We had whales and everything that day, didn't we?
Oh, it was fucking all happening, mate. It was a ridiculous day.
And kingies, more importantly.
Yeah. Threshers would be close.
Threshers are cool. Just a unique species.
Yeah.
It's actually amazing for such a predatory fish how small their mouth is.
Small head, small mouth, wicked long tail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. No, very good.
Yeah,
their mouths are so small that I've had them, and you would have too, probably, if you're live baiting for kingfish. Well, it's happened to me live baiting for kingfish, where they've come and just chomped the live bait and missed the hooks, and left a bite mark, and you go, "What's that?"
What happened there?
But then you see it, and you go, "Oh, okay, wow." So yeah,
they
crazy
cool
small
fish.
mouth. Yeah, yeah, I love it. I do. I love them, but there's still an element of just a little bit of shit when you see a mako or a great one.
Oh, I saw some footage the other day of a mako chewing on someone's outboard, and I'm going, the dude in the boat was getting annoyed that he was get on, get on. Like,
that was Aaron. Was that Aaron? I think it was Aaron.
Oh, was it?
I think so. He did. He posted a video similar to that. Yeah.
It's like
bugger off.
This thing is literally trying to eat the boat.
It's the boat first, and then you.
Yeah. It must have been, because there wouldn't have been too many videos of that recently, but they were so not phased by it. It's like, hey, stop ruining the paint job on me outboard.
Yeah, and blue sharks do that too, and they're just annoying because they're not even that cool looking.
Puppies.
They're just jealous. They're like, I want to be cool looking. You go, nah, fuck off.
Yeah, nah.
Stop chewing on the prop.
Yeah, you piss me off. I'll turn the boat on.
But that same sort of reaction to like a great white or a mako, it sounds crazy, but if you've ever had a whale near your boat, that's a shit yourself moment as well
Oh, intimidating.
for all different reasons.
Yep, just the sheer size of all of these things is incredible.
Yeah.
Even in a big boat, you're like, if this
Doesn't
thing
matter. Yeah.
if it makes a wrong turn, or I put it in the same whales, especially.
I know what you're going to say, but continue. I love this because this has come up so many times on this podcast, and don't stop. I love it. It's your brand.
No, I won't. No, yeah, that's it. It's what I do.
Yeah,
they're in the same category as cows. If they decided that they wanted to fuck us up, they could do it without even trying. Oh, there's a boat. Now there's not. It's literally that simple.
Yeah. I don't want to say it's irrational because they are a big animal, but you have this fear of cattle. Like, no, it's not a fear. It's an understanding.
Not a fear.
It's an understanding.
No, it's a healthy respect, Luke. That's what it is. Because I love nothing more than patting a cow. I love them.
But it must play on your mind because it comes up regularly, whether it's on this podcast or just in general conversation. At some point, you will say cows could fuck everyone up if they wanted to.
Listen, very quick story. Nothing to do with fishing. I was away, and there were a couple of resident cows, and they were awesome. They'd come up and you'd pat them, and you'd hop outside, and they'd almost try and cuddle you. They'd knock you over trying to get a pat. I actually, while was patting one, looked it in the eye and said, "You could fuck me up anytime."
Did you say it like out loud?
I said it. I'm like, you know that.
Did it sort of look at you a bit like almost nod just to say, yeah?
These were probably more like pets. They weren't like they were way too friendly, like in an awesome way, not in a dangerous way. But it's a healthy respect, Luke.
So I find that, and I know what you're saying, absolutely, but I find that with horse. I reckon horses have got a look in their eye that they're just waiting for the day where they're going to take over the world.
If you had to put money on which one would go rogue first, it's a horse, hands down.
It's a horse. My uncle had we're getting way off track, has brumbies that come through his property, and he's all familiar with them and talks to them and pats them. These are wild fucking horses. We were up there recently. This is just north of Port Macquarie, New South Wales. And he's like, "Oh, here they come. Come out and say hello." And I just went, "Oof, I don't know." And we walked out there, and one of them looked at me, and I swear for a minute it spoke and just said, "What's going on?" Just like that. Just give me what the fuck are you looking at?
But you also don't... Horses are one for me. I very quickly forget just how big they are. You don't realise they're
fucking big,
fucking
man.
huge.
Yeah, proper big.
They're huge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because I take the agility of a horse over a cow. You know what I'm saying? So the cow's probably got the overall weight.
Yeah.
But the horse could sort of duck and weave and fuck you up when you're not looking.
Yeah, horses are heaps more sketchy as well.
Yeah. They always look like they're about to do something.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. Something sketchy. Like everything could be calm and you're giving it a good pat, and it's just
a cow looks more like I'm coming up with a plan. And just look into the distance going, I'm coming up with something.
Yeah, it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow.
Don't know.
But one day I'll get the balls to run straight through you.
and your house.
It'll be game over. Whereas a horse will stand in front of you. A horse will stand in front of you and go, "I will kick your chest through your back now." Like now. So just take it easy with the pats. I can end this now, and I will.
Yeah. Like, it's not even a case of like you might get hurt. It's like it's over. Like the minute I decide it's over, it's over.
Yeah.
And I reckon there's an element of that with a whale where it's beautiful, stunning, gracious, just in the water, and they come up, and when their eye looks at you, there's got to be a part of that whale that's smiling to itself going, "I could fucking end you right now."
Yeah. Or like, it doesn't matter how big your boat is, I'm bigger.
Oh, Christ.
Whereas a shark won't give you that I could take this boat down now, it'll look at you and go, I dare you to jump in.
Yeah, get in.
Like,
What are you
I
doing?
dare you.
Hop in.
Just
No,
hang
you're
over
right.
the side.
Yeah.
Just test, see how warm the water is. Just wash your hands. Wash your hands. Go. I dare you. Wash your hands.
Yeah.
Whereas a whale will just roll past and just go.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That laugh, that just like, oh, look at you, cute.
That's a cute boat.
Oh, you've got a 40-footer now, cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a
Like,
second story? Yeah, that doesn't matter.
and I know like lots, and we're very lucky because they are amazing animals. But we're lucky there's lots of them. We get to really have some great encounters with them, but there's still one that sticks in my mind that my dad and I were out in a 5-meter center console, tinny basically, and a humpback swam under us, and we shat.
Oh.
That was
Did you listen to, and it's from a little while ago now, did you ever listen to the Wind Against Tide episode with Mark Sullivan?
No, but I heard about that. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Hitting
I'm
a
going to go back
whale-
and listen to that because I need to
mate,
hear it.
It's unbelievable. Hitting a whale at full noise.
Yep.
Oh my God. Like terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
It's nightmarish. Because there are a fucking lot of them.
Heaps. And that whale probably just turned around going,
Mozzie's
Mozzie's are big this time of year.
Dolphin just hit me.
Yeah.
Have you seen killer whales fuck up dolphins, by the way? Because dolphins ain't small either, right? Like,
no, killer whales, they're calculated. They talk to each other and they
punch into them and flip them up in the air and fuck them up.
Yep.
Anyway, I mean, Jesus Christ, what an amazing wild world out there.
We are nothing.
Yeah. I think this has come up on this show before, or maybe it's just been a campfire discussion between you and I, but squid and octopus, they're concocting something, man.
Yeah,
they only need a bit of a head nod from the head honcho giant squid out there, and they will just take over.
Yeah, they're just playing the long game too, I reckon. They're staying deep. They don't want, for the most part, they're not really interested. Every now and then someone will jump in thinking they're a hero and they might flex and, especially those Humboldt squid. You see like the footage of them, like the dudes jump down in chainmail and all of a sudden they're just getting swarmed.
Yeah.
Tell me that would be one of the most terrifying. Imagine just getting mauled by Humboldt squid.
Do you reckon the squid are just waiting for the cows to make their first move?
I reckon it's kind of like a weird standoff. Like they're kind of communicating, going, "You go first."
Yeah,
you go first, and they're like, "No, you go.
You
first.
go." And then the horses are just like, "I'll fucking go."
Yeah, I'll go. And they're like, "Fuck off, hero!" Like, don't be that guy.
Yeah, don't be that guy. Anyway, Jesus Christ, we've got off track.
Yeah.
But that's okay. There is plenty more of this. If you're still with us, I hope you are.
Congratulations, because we tried to push you away there.
There's a lot coming up on the Deep Drop. We're very, very excited about. We're excited to have you with us on this journey. We've done some really cool episodes ads with guests. ET last week. We mentioned Aaron Habgood before. Lee and Hardy joined us for the Christmas special, which was always fun.
McGlashan, he was awesome.
Albanici,
yeah.
So plenty of that. So if there is anyone out there that you would love to hear jump on and talk rubbish with Adam and I, let us know. We have had a few messages, and we'll make it happen. We'll reach out. But yeah, there's some cool people that we've got lined up to chat to in the coming weeks, ads. But if there's someone in particular, let us know. We'll see what we can do.
Or if there's a topic that you would like us to actually speak fact in, not just the crap that.
Sorry, what's fact and what?
Yeah, well, we save fact for the guest episode.
Yeah, that's it. We let them tell that. But yeah, anything, like shout out. We've got, like I said, we've got no shortage of stuff coming up, but we've got also the ability to drop in a random episode whenever we feel. So if you want a bit of extra Deep Drop love during the week, just let us know. That's what I say.
Let us know. Instagram's where you need to go.
It probably is. Shoot us a message on there and just say, here's my idea.
Yeah.
We might even do a live show soon. We might even do an episode where you guys can potentially come and watch the recording live. Huh? That's thrown a spanner in the works, hasn't it, Ads? You look confused, but we have technology, my friend. We have technology that I've been working on in the background where we might just do...
I clearly leave this part of the production to you.
Just be careful doing that because it could go in any direction.
You just tell me when to log in and I'll be there.
Yeah. But that could be something we trial in the future. In fact, it will be something we do trial in the future.
Yeah.
So
It'll be fun.
I'm happy to leave it there as long as you're happy with the state of play. Now, we've covered off a few things tonight. Is anyone targeting Makos at the moment?
Yep, let us know.
Love to hear that. What weather app are we using?
Yep.
That's something that I'd like to know. You said Seabreeze.
I'm still a Seabreeze man. Yep.
You are. I said Willy Weather. We did obviously come up with the concept of the Deep Drop Weather app, which would be which would give you
so purely audio.
real-time audio updates in the form of absolutely get out. It's a glass out. Get out there.
Yeah.
Or
you're missing out.
It's fucked out there. Don't. It's dangerous. Yeah. Don't. And yeah, like so, get in touch. But there's if you want to get involved in the random discussion of cow, horse, squid, whale, which one is going to take over the universe first? I think is where we're leading that.
Yeah. Which one's going to decide first that it's a wrap?
I think horses. I know you're I know you're big on the cows, and I get it. Sheer size, gross weight. Just think horses are sketchy. If cats were bigger, they would be number one. Because
cats are already trying.
Yeah, they're already trying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
they've pulled the trigger. They've pulled the trigger, and they're trying. And it's just lucky that we're bigger for now.
Yeah, they try their hardest to be aggressive and badass, but then they just get picked up.
Yeah.
How humiliating. Can you imagine?
Imagine that. Just chucking an absolute shit fit and someone just picked you up and just stroked you on the head. It's okay. It's okay. Calm.
It's like when in the NBA when there's a bit of a scuffle and Steven Adams just goes and literally picks up the biggest dude and walks off with him.
Just moves people.
How infuriating would that be?
How demeaning.
It's your moment to get aggressive and push and shove, and some dude just picks you up and moves you.
No, not today. Not today.
So anyway, there's all that. But thank you so much for listening. Thanks for playing along at home, and please keep in touch. Share with us anything. Share with us what you've been doing. The weather's, hey, it's funny. What are we in? We're in March. I reckon the best of the weather's just starting.
Yeah, that's right. We're just coming into a good bit now. Temperatures get good. Bay temps will get good. Trout starts coming back up and about with cooler water.
Yes. Don't have a coffee before you go trout fishing. We're coming up to some time off for people because it's obviously Easter in a few, 3 weeks' time or whatever it is.
Yep.
Long weekend. This weekend, Ads.
Correct.
If you're listening sort of when this is released. But yeah, so there's plenty of opportunity for people to go fishing. So please send us your reports. Love seeing some of those reports this week. That was awesome. And we'll get out in the water, Ads. We'll get out there and share some of our stupid antics as well.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll mess something up or forget something. Or actually, we might have a good day on the water. I'm due for one of them.
We are due. All right, that's us. Stay in touch. Listen to the Deep Drop. Share it with your friends. Subscribe, follow, do all that fun stuff. And please tell the world about it. Let's grow this bad boy. Let's get this thing out there. Come on. All right, see ya. See ya.
Peace.